looks like I'm on. I'll get straight into it. Some schmuck that's going to be working out. So here I am. I'll get straight into it, and I'll be gas bagging at some point. So I came straight out. You know how they talk about warm-ups and that sort of thing. That's my warm-up. Okay, let's do this. Yeah. As you can see, that's my mic. So hairy chest has value. Right. Today's push day, so push calisthenics. Here we go. See how many I can do, hey? And I'm going to be doing negatives. So one set, that's all I'm doing, one set to fail, and then negatives to fail, which pretty much is one set, but many people will take it as 2 sets, but it's continuous. There's no resting here for the, yes, wicked. Anyway, let's see. This will be interesting. My first experience for me, probably for the world, hey? Some 50-year-old bloke working out live. I'm sure there's been others, but anyway, here we go. Sorry for those noises, but yeah. That's it. I wonder how those exertion noises end up being like. That was about 10 dips, 10 or 11 negatives to failure. They say that if you're trained to failure, it creates hypertrophy, all that sort of thing. And you have the crowd out there which talks about progressive loading and 4 sets this and all like that. Shut up. Just as long as you're doing something. I don't want to spend 2 hours in the gym. I started a year ago going to the gym, 20 minutes, worked my way up to 30 and up to 45 minutes. And I thought, I don't like this. So bingo bongo, got this set of monkey bars from an actual monkey bar distributor, Funky Monkeys, Australia, and they're not monkey bars, right? It's like a calisthenics rig. So yeah, and this was my first effort, this thing. So I quickly migrated to that, like it was barely a week later. So there you go. And at least I got my breath back, hey? I don't even know what the heck is next. Ah, yes. So as part of, I'm actually quite conscious now with this mic. It's on my chest and it wobbles around. I'm sorry if there's chest hair sounds in the production, but so that's my approach. One set. That's it. And look, one set to absolute failure is enough. Should be enough to stimulate a bit of hypertrophy. I'm not really in it to become a Mr. Olympia or anything. Just to, well, I call this concept the donkey before the horse. So you've heard the whole horse before the cart, right? Well, donkey before the horse is, well, even before you get the cart before the horse. What I'm trying to get at is you're probably better off in my approach. I was sedentary for about a decade, and when I lost all my beef, it was while I was sedentary too. And doing this live stack up too, right? And setting up the gymnastics rings, or Roman rings, they call these things as well. Let's go with gymnastics rings. This came out wrong. So I didn't do anything. Yeah, still came out wrong. I didn't do anything for a year, but I was still effectively half my body weight. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty at all. So I stumbled. It was more like a stumble after spending 8,000 hours trying to get my health in check, right? I stumbled upon the whole micronutrients idea that the reason why we're all becoming fat and obese is because we're micronutrient deficient. So, yeah, I did a bit of walking, but it didn't count, like, 3,000 hour walk, 3,000 hour walk, 3,000 steps a day. It's still nothing, okay? Still nothing. But I still lost all that weight. And because I started to feel great, then I started to work out a bit, right? And for another year, I did I call it a super set, where I was doing a set of push-ups to fail, and then just a set of shoulder press, and then bicep curls, all one after the other to fail. And I did that for a year. Yeah, just built up a bit of strength. It wasn't really hypertrophy full. Maybe a bit because I was losing a bit of weight, all that weight. And then, of course, you lose a bit of muscle with that. So maybe I was maintaining while doing that. And then in my third year, I joined the gym. And after a while, doing this live, I can't even rig this up. So is that wrong as well? Yep, it's wrong. So in my third year, I started with a 20-minute full body workout to doing 45 minutes, 6-day split, different muscle group each and every day. Didn't want to do that, right? And I saw some calisthenics online, so people doing muscle ups and planches and stuff. I thought, yeah, that's pretty cool. Because after a year of doing weights, I'm pretty much, I'll probably put on a bit of muscle. Apparently, every month, we can expect to get 200 grams of extra lean mass with hypertrophy, right? Just put this on without the ring. That's what happens when you trying to gas bag to millions of people. Not. And yeah, it doesn't quite work out all the time, does it? I was doing a podcast the other day. I had my child, a 4-month-old Tatiana, in one arm and the bird in the other. And that, now that could turn bad, and it didn't. You know, the kid would go goo gaga, and I think the bird just went twerp, and that was it. So yeah, I incorporate this ring stuff. This is, it's also calisthenics, right? And more skill, more muscle groups get to work, like stability and all that sort of thing, building up skill. So yeah, I was getting at whole nothing to show for it. What I meant by that is, like, you do all these weights, yeah, and then you want to do, let's try a pull up. I couldn't even do one. And now, like this thing here, I'm not going to do any because it's a push day after all. I can do like 6 pretty much, around about now, and that's only after like 6 weeks. So yeah, am I going to look pretty doing this? So this is the next exercise. It's not going to be pretty. It is warts and all after all. This is just more of a skill building type thing. Yes, it's still engaging chest, triceps, and shoulders in this as well, but I won't be doing many. I'll be failing very quick. So here we go. Seven. That was probably my 3rd attempt at doing these ring things, ring push-ups, whatever. I recall only being able to do what was it? 4. That was 7, wasn't it? Okay. Performing when you're on the hook. Anyway, and yeah. So now, yeah, I've been working out for 15 minutes. It says, but basically been, two sets. Still nothing compared to what other people do. I probably had a bigger rest over here when I'm bloody trying to rig up the rings, right? So anyway, and so now that's pretty much it with full on chest isolation. Now I'll work on some stability, like holding myself up, doing some abs. Let's do some abs. Also classified as push because I'm going to hold myself up, right? And I'm at a blank. Or how many? There's the abs thing. I've done that. Am I going to even try any dips on the rings? I tried my last go, like, I don't know what, 4 days ago. I barely did one proper. Like 2 came out, but it was messy. It wasn't even one proper. Like I only got down to like it wasn't like, So yeah, I'll try some this time too. But I'll do some abs now. What else on the push? Should I try to push horizontal? Because I am working up to hopefully do a muscle up one day, and you'd think it shouldn't take long. There's actually a lot to it, and people do muscle ups all the time, but because I've effectively got like an extra 2 plates, like one on my butt, on one of my legs, like that, I'm sort of bottom heavy. Plus, I'm 6 foot. A little bit harder, especially when about planche. Trying to do planche, like I don't think I'll ever be able to do planche because being 50, the amount of stress with a 6 foot body with two plates on the lower body, it may not happen. I may need to get to an advanced tuck or a straddle type thing. Yeah. Anyway, so let's do these abs. Sorry if the mic rubs on my. Sorry, on my hairs, all that bloody thing. That's all I got. And you're lucky I've got pants on. It's my backyard, right? Yeah. So here we go. Came to an end fairly quick, but I still did more than last time, I think. And I lost count for a minute, I think. Did 16 of the first lot, and then 10 or so of the other. Which is still a couple more than for the first lot at least that I did last time. And there you go. As you can see, or notice that I don't really have a stringent schedule, or even not even sure what to do next, right? But it's something. And the whole donkey before the horse thing that I was on about before, I've got to feel great without doing exercise, which is the donkey part, which doesn't even fit, right? And then the car came before the horse, where I started to feel okay. And then I got the horse before the car in doing some activity after that. I've got some images of my physique prior to even joining the gym, and I probably looked leaner, like pinch test wise, pinch test and all that 7-site Jackson Pollock thing. I come in at 7%. I may not look at that 7% thing. I was 9% like a year ago, I guess. Still look the same. I don't know how. I tested it a few times, and apparently I am actually a little bit under 7%. Like with 7%, people would expect, you should have a more defined six pack and all that sort of thing. Well, one of the sites is grabbing on, and that's what it came out as. I was quite surprised because I got some fat on my on the thigh site that you need to pinch test. And it's come from 11 mil to 8 mil at the last measurement. So there you go. Also, when people take their photos and they're saying, "Oh, you know, I'm 7, 8, 9%," whatever they go on about, usually it's lighting enhanced and whatnot, you know. So, yeah, what am I going to do next, stability stuff. When you do your stability with this gymnastics caper. For people that don't know what calisthenics is, I just say, I'm just doing gymnastics now. I'm not going to do vault or floor, you know, all that sort of thing. So, right, let's do a stability thing. Hold myself up on these bloody rings. See how stable I can get. So this is not contracting the muscles at all. This next caper I'm doing, which people will say, that's not an exercise, that's not weight training or anything. Well, let me tell you, I will beg to differ. You are exerting yourself, and there is strain on your body when you do it. So yeah, let's see how I go. I can hold myself pretty good now. Like whatever it was 4 days ago, I was okay. So if I want to do any dips on that thing, so yeah. And I'll purposely put this up a bit higher so I can jump up and test my skill. Yeah, so I probably won't be talking because even though it doesn't look too exerting, it's pretty exerting. So apparently you're working your triceps, shoulders, biceps in the straight arm hold. So you'll see what this hold looks like. Being a novice on the rings. A bit wobbly to start with. I could have probably held a bit longer, but I didn't want to fail spectacularly. That's a novice skill to build on the rings. Holding. Sorry about if this mic setup is no good. Yeah. I'm going to try some dips on this bloody thing. And maybe do some dips on some like straight bar dips. I've got a little box to get on to I can't even get into a muscle up from jumping this thing. Like, so you know, I'll get there. Like apparently, if you can do 10 dips. Muscle up. Even my 6 pull-ups that I can do. Do pretty much 10 dips as you saw before. I should be able to do a muscle up, right? Well, I am far, very far from it. No, there's nothing explosive there. I need to build the explosive part to get down to that part to get yourself up. So what you see here is just this a novice schmo doing a workout as a big time novice, right? But I didn't get to this physique by working out, it was by micronutrients. You don't have to be particular keto or carnivore or vegan or meat, plant-based or vegetarian, whatever, or pescatarian or frugivore, bloody breatharian. What else? What's the nut people called? I don't know. Opportunistic omnivore. I'll see. I haven't actually done these. I've tried them before. The straight arm dips. It wasn't pretty. This was like several weeks ago, actually. Did I even forget to do it? I don't know. I'll see how I go. On this dip rig, it's the 40 mil thing. These are the, whatever it is, 28, 30 mil. So a little bit different. Am I going to embarrass myself? I don't know. But let's see how I dip on the straight bar, because doing a muscle up, of course it's got to be a straight bar. Yeah. Should I go to failure or that sort of thing? And do negatives? I'll be doing 31 set. Yeah, well, one set or something particular. You need to mix it up with different groups, give different muscle groups a chance, all that sort of thing. And eventually, I'll want to do like I think it's going to be easier to do a muscle up on the rings versus the bar. So I can already get up to there. I'm doing a pull up on the rings. Here we go. That last movement, if this is still working, I can only see myself not so pretty. The screen is frozen. The clock is still going. So that last move was to see how I'd go, transitioning down to a negative pull-up. Yeah, see, not pretty. That middle zone from getting to there, big weakness. 28 minutes. I was just going to try a dip or two on the rings. Still says I'm live, even though I can't see myself. I don't even know where this is now pointing, so if it is still recording me, I think it will still show me. Anyway. So, but that there, whatever it was, 7 or 8. Just a skill building thing. My main working thing was the 20 or so of my regular dips earlier. This is just like a skill intention with the rings now. So let's see how I go. Can I do a proper one? Proper repetition. well, maybe no good. Right. Not even one. I think I'll try it again. Oh, better. I don't think I don't think I was in the zone. Even concentrate. Let's see. No. Nah. So that was that. Because I didn't. I just did some. I was at the gym yesterday and I did some face pulls, and nearly on the floor doing these guys. Yeah, mainly for a core thing. Yeah, 2 sets of the gym. That's all I did. That's it. Half an hour. Done. And a lot of that was a lot of rest. So that was a warts and all thing to see how this schmuck does his workout. So I don't like going to the gym, so I got this thing, and here it is. I don't do much, but let me tell you, to look the way I am now, no exercise, I could still probably pretty much look quite similar the way I am. And this half hour that I spent, well, that's nothing too. Something to show for it. Maybe there's some indications out there. You put on 200 grams of muscle every month. That's if your diet's right and all that sort of thing. Mine's pretty good. So it's the micronutrients, people. If this resonates with the whole micronutrients thing, because that's where it's at. If you're struggling with your weight and fitness, for that matter, and your athletic performance, micronutrients. If I'm looking okay for a 50-year-old, not very gracefully at the moment, well, I'm telling you, it's the micronutrients. Together with avoiding 4 categories of particular food, that sort of thing is plastered all over my spaces where I publish, do podcasts and other videos. Peruse. I have a link tree now in the show notes. Yes, the notes that I've got under this description. Is this classified as a show? Bit of entertainment? Yeah, maybe. So there you go. I'm going to can it. I might do some planche like stressors. They're not reps like. I'm just gonna. I don't know if even this is gonna you're gonna see what I do proper. Because I'm still frozen in that as I was before, doing that thing. So for those that don't know what a planche is, it's when people balance on their hands or a bar like these, or flat on the floor, and they're out, like this, and that's a planche. This is what I can do. Like, oh yeah, this will be interesting. What can I do? Not much. So anyway, I'll just be doing some stressing, like stressing the shoulders. Well, can't get too forward, so just be stressing the shoulders, probably on the floor inside. It's pretty warm out here today. Not much sweat put on, which is okay as well. So I'm going to camp there. I'm not sure how this will turn out, whether one person will watch it or not, but I don't care. So until the next time, maybe. Bye-bye.